Hello, hello. It's Michael and Karen. How are you today, leaders, GrooveAsia leaders?
Hello, how are you, Groove Asia Nation?
Hello, Karen. How are you? How are you
I
today?
I am doing great. I'm doing absolutely wonderful. We have a good topic what we're talking about today, so I'm excited about that. And we're
Yeah,
going to get on with it. And I want to welcome everyone to Groove Asia Leader Unite, aka the GLU, here on Friday morning. Still,
yeah. And the topic today is how we can improve work-life balance today.
yes,
I mean, in these
yes.
special times where uh, things are very different. If you work on your own, if you are an employee, you probably see that it's difficult to have a good balance between your professional life and your personal life,
Hmm.
and it's a challenge. And so you have to organize your time. So last time we spoke about time management and
Yes.
how to be productive, and despite everything be fully present for
Hmm.
her relatives, and how to do that. So let's talk about that.
Right. Well, it's all comes together. But before we talk about that, because we do have a lot of new members in the community that I was seeing coming through our Facebook community. So let's welcome them, tell them a little bit about what the Groove Asia community is all about and summit, and then we'll make it quick and then we continue on with our discussion. But Michael, before we get on, even with that, introduce yourself.
Yeah, I will introduce myself and also GrooveAsia, because GrooveAsia is a company. You, Karen and me, we are, and myself, we are directors in
Hmm.
GrooveAsia, and we are dedicated in entrepreneurs success. And what GrooveAsia is, it's a company who provides a software, a very interesting software for entrepreneurs. We'll talk about that. And
Hmm.
we also provide education to permit entrepreneurs to be more clear about what they can do
Hmm.
to succeed online. So um,
Exactly.
so please, Karen, present yourself and also another company, because we are in the community called Groove Summit, and the other company is Summit. So please present yourself and the
Right.
company.
Groove Asia and Summit are partnership. But before I do that, I am Karen Allen. Like Michael said, I am one of the directors here in Groove Asia and in Summit. And we both want to see you guys um, level up what you're trying to do. And we are here to help you in the community, along with all the other directors that are active in the community too. You can reach out to any of us if you have a question, or just put it into the Facebook community and someone will answer you. So, like I say, I'm Karen Allen from Atlanta, and the company that we are partnered with is Summit. And a Summit is a platform that provides real world education from the best speakers in the industry to improve and change lives, because that's what we're all about with GrooveAsia and Summit. Summit has access to training and workshops from industry leaders and events with A-list speakers for solopreneurs, businesses and corporations all over the world. In fact, Michael, because you were there, we just finished an awesome workshop with Don Piccolo, talking about building our own virtual
It was
studio.
great. It was
It was
amazing. Yeah,
phenomenal, and you should have
yeah.
been there. So next
So
time we'll have someone there.
so you
Join.
missed it, but you don't really miss it, because at the end of this talk show, we present you an opportunity to be a part of that,
Hmm.
and to have access to the exactly same workshop we had, even if it's not in live, but you will have all the content. So we
Right.
have two teasers for you. So we have this opportunity for entrepreneurs to get these workshops.
Hmm.
And we also have an opportunity. We talk to you at the end of this talk show about the software, the GrooveAsia software. You can get this all-in-one software. If you're an entrepreneur, it will definitely help you to succeed in long term. So let's introduce. Let's dive. Let's jump in the topic today.
Right.
Um, Maybe we could say something else. No.
Well, I do want to tell everyone and you, Michael, about the workshop that we just finished with Don Picula with
Oh,
the virtual studio because he has an
yeah.
awesome offer that's limited. It's a limited time offer. So if you want to take advantage of creating your own virtual studio, now is the time to become part of Summit A. You can go to summitasia.com. What is it? Summitasia.com
// VIP.
forward slash
But
VIP. Thank you very much.
I didn't want to tell it. I wanted to keep it for the end. But yes, we can. If you're curious, you can go right now. But I really wanted people be with us for this show, and
That's,
at the end, present all the
that's
opportunities.
right.
And I would like to say hello to John, who is live with us. So thank you, John, to attend here live. And if you're watching us on replay, please put the hashtag replay in the chat. So let's go and for this amazing topic. I mean, I'm
Right.
concerned. I'm concerned. I have to admit that this work life balance thing is something that I'm right now experiencing with all everything I do for my my job. I mean, I work on my own. So as an entrepreneur, if
Mhm.
you're a freelance, if you work on your own, you know all the energy you have to gather
Yes.
every
Yes.
day, and the
Yes.
lack of sleep you can have, and I have this issue right now. So I'm really interested to have this discussion with you, Karen, and also with people in the chat to know what you think, and
Mhm.
we will provide to you advices. But we're not experts, but advices. We made some researches, and
Right.
Karen made researches also. So let's dive in this discussion together.
Yes. Good work-life balance in the digital age, because that is the age that we are in right now that has changed absolutely everything. And having the pandemic and everyone having to work at home has totally shifted the environments, the work life balance, and what we're doing today, and how work is being performed. You know, goals are being different. Um, the way we're doing things, like you said, what we talked about last week, is different. No longer we have that time where we get up, go to work, travel to work, serve our time there. I'm talking about it like you're going to jail, but serve your time there. And then you have that time to come home and that time to decompress and come home. You had two separate spaces. Now it's all together. And so trying to get that work life balance has become a bit challenging. Don't you think,
Yeah,
Michael?
yeah. I wouldn't say that it's a jail to work on office because you have colleagues. I know that in jail you can have colleagues also, but but I know lots of people. Hopefully, the pandemic changed life of lots of people, but probably not definitely. You can go back to office sometime, and even if you work in an office, your own company, or even if you're an employee and have a side project as an entrepreneur, it's a lot. And I remember a private thing I talked to you earlier, Karen, but I had my grandpa, my
Hmm.
grandfather. I really loved him, and we had he passed away a few years ago, and we had a great discussion about the way he worked because he worked 40 years in the same company.
No
It's
more, no more.
yeah, more than 40 years, and
Hmm.
how can I say that in English? He step up his responsibilities
Hmm.
almost
Get
every
promoted.
yeah, was promoted every few years, and
Hmm.
at the end of his career he was at the top of the company. And but he explained to me that even when he had a great position in his company, um, it was not a stressful environment because no computers, no phone calls, meetings. Uh, the frequency of meetings were not like we have today.
Oh
So
goodness.
and when his boss gave to him an assignment, he had 6 months to do it and only dedicating on one project. So
Wow.
today we have multi projects. We have lots of things to think about and to with deadlines. You have to do it for yesterday. And
You're correct.
so even if it's not sometimes these deadlines are given to you, but
Mhm.
it's also deadlines we give to ourselves because
Right.
we think I don't know if it's a reality, but we think that we have to do that. So
Right.
today we will explore, have a discussion about, do you think it's necessary to be in this hustle like that, to be in this emergency?
Right.
So let's have this discussion. Do you or
Yes.
do you?
Well, right now, like I said, it has totally changed. And with, even just a few years ago, everyone had people had smartphones or were getting into a smartphone. I've run into a couple of people every now and then. They still got the flip phones, but people have the smartphones now. And we used to just do, a talk call from there, a video call from there. But now, you know, everyone is using the technology where you could do in person meetings. I mean, through the video, of course, but it's face to face. It's not just talking on the telephone anymore. And the computers and the technology has gotten everything so super fast. Like you said, one project for 6 months, you got like five projects going on, and they're all due at the end of the week, kind of thing. Right now, because everything is moving at the speed of light. And back then, work has shifted from productivity to purpose now. We're doing what's getting people motivated and keeping them motivated. Before it was like production and what we can put out and how many we can put out, and have those factories going. Where right now it's shifting to purpose and creativity and engagement and presence, and that seems like to be the thing that's driving business now, since everyone's kind of like more separated physically, but not face to face. We still got a lot of communication ways to communicate, but it seems like to me, Michael, the more ways we have to communicate, the more distant we become, actually.
Yeah. Today I'm in France. I introduced myself very quickly, but I live in France. I'm French, and I never met Karen in person, but
Mhm.
I work with Karen almost every day, and it's incredible this moment. Sometimes we can feel overwhelmed about this time. I mean, we are living because, as we said, everything is moving fast, and but at the same time, we have a great opportunity that people before us didn't have this possibility of
You're
communicating
right.
and to create bonds and real bonds. Because I definitely think that uh, the professional relationship I have with Karen and other directors in Groove Summit community,
Hmm.
um, with all leaders and people we help. I think this kind of bond it was not possible before. Before, if you wanted to create this bond, you had to gather in persons, all these people
Right.
in the room,
Right.
and maybe try to keep in touch. But do you remember this time when people had a object vibrating in their pocket when they had a phone call, they have to call back? What's the name? The pager.
Oh yes, pagers. I remember that. Call the pager, had to beep, find the phone, and then call them back. Oh yes.
And young people would not understand that.
No.
and people, there existed a time where no cell phone at all. So if you wanted to meet with someone in person and you miss the rendezvous, the meeting, it's
You
done.
just
You
missed
can
it. You just missed
and
it, right?
you cannot call the person to say no, something like that. No, you cannot. You
Right,
had to be there. So
right.
yeah, change, times are change everything.
Mhm.
Everything changed, and I think now we have to deal with this technology we have to create something and to recreate foundations. Because what I think, I was really interested in this topic. In France, we had someone who passed away again, passed away a few years ago. It's a philosopher.
Mhm.
Um, um, he's called Bernard Stigler, and
Mhm.
it's in French. So if you want to read his books, it's in French. But
Okay.
he work on the impact of technology on our lives,
Mhm.
and the fact that it can be the best thing of the world and also the worst thing of the world. So you have
Okay.
as a drug, as a when you go to see the doctor, he gave you something to
Mhm.
heal yourself. You
Mhm.
There is a balance in the number of uh, of these drugs you take. I mean, if you take
Mhm.
too much, you can die. If you don't take the drug, you can die also. It's like the fire. It's an
Yes.
you can, if you don't manage this fire technique, you can
Mhm.
burn the place. You can burn
Burn
your house.
everything up. Right.
And if you don't manage it at all, you cannot eat your food, or
Oh
warm
wow.
your house. So everything is a balance between
Mhm.
with the technology, and if you cannot manage this technology thing, what this guy said, this Bernard Stiegler, this philosopher, say, when people cannot deal with these technologies, they think the technology is the fault, is the reason of problems. It's
Mhm.
in French we say bouc émissaire. That means the person that you want to to accuse about all the difficulties you have. So
Mhm.
if you people who say, "Oh, this world is crazy. Technology is the reason of all the difficulties we
Right.
have," it's probably because they don't want, or they don't try, or they, they don't want to try.
Don't understand. Just don't understand.
They don't understand the the power of this technology can
Mhm.
have in their life. So
Right.
today we are lucky because we have technology that can help us
Mhm.
to be more efficient and to dedicate more um, efficient time on what we have to do, and to keep time for things we want to do.
Right.
If you want to spend more time with your family, it's possible. If you want to be fully present and available for them, you can. You
Mhm.
can shut off your notifications, but most people don't do that because they don't know how to do to stop it. So so you need to be aware of what is possible with technology, and to decide what feature of this smartphone I can use to permit me to be more in this
Right.
work life balance.
Right. Well, going to what you were saying about the work-life balance and work-life balance and time. Everyone has the same amount of time each and every day. And by being in a global community, as you can see, it can be quite a task to engage with other people. I'm here in Atlanta, Georgia. Like you say, you're in France. Most of the majority of the community is in Asia. So it makes a difference when you're trying to get the time together on to do the things that you need to do. Because when you have all this technology, sometimes it's hard to just disconnect and be, you know, just not available and have your own time to spend with your family or to do something that you want, because you know there's people all over working in different time zones, and they could be at work and they might need you, and at the time where you would normally be asleep, like at this time right now, if in France is, what time is it right now?
It's 5:50 a.m.
AM.
a.m. a.m.
AM.
So
Correct.
I woke up early. I woke up at 4 because I wanted to get in touch with Karen and prepare
Hmm.
this talk show. And you know, I admit that I appreciate these moments, early moments, and
Hmm.
I admit also that it permits me to to decide to be more to work more on morning than in evening, because um, sometimes I want to work lately by night, because I have two kids, and
Right.
sometimes I have with them, and even if they are in school, I have to go and pick up them at school early in the evening, in the afternoon. So
Hmm.
I cannot have this amount of time that is necessary as an entrepreneur. Even if you need this balance time, to you cannot only work 4 hours a day or even 6 hours a day. You probably have to work more if you have a strong project you want to dedicate.
Right.
If you have short deadlines and
Hmm.
lots of projects, it's not enough. So often I work by night, and I decided recently that I have to change that, and to wake up early, and doing that, because I'm more efficient on morning than in
Hmm.
evening, because evening I have all the
Hmm.
the day before, so
Right.
I'm not fresh. So uh, it's a fresh start on morning, and when I wake up at 4,
Hmm.
um, I know that I have 2 3 hours I can dedicate on really what is really important for my days. And if I do what is really important, my mind is very happy, because I said, "Oh, the important tasks are made on morning, so now
Right.
I can dedicate on something less important or
Hmm.
less urgent,
Hmm.
and maybe also less important for professional issues, but important for my life. I mean, to be more present with my kids, because I remember a few weeks ago when I prepare my kids, to go to school. So I help them to put them clothes to their clothes and things like that. I was thinking about my professional issues. It's not a good way to be present with my kids,
Right.
to think about multiple
Right. Right.
issues. So
Right.
that's what I can share with you, is the fact that even if I have to um, wake up early, it's a constraint. It's a constraint, but it's also an opportunity, and
Right.
it's an opportunity to move, to change something in my life, and to take this constraint and to make it uh, precious.
Right. Most definitely. Most definitely. And like you say, it's you having a good work life balance does have where you could do your work stuff and get that done. Like you say, you get happy, you get those happy feelings in the morning when you get things done. But then also to be present with your kids when you're with them. You don't want to be thinking about work when you're with your kids, because they do
Fully
take
present,
over, and
fully
fully
present.
present. You want to do that. And there's a couple of ways to do that. And when you were saying about not being fresh, because your energy is probably died down later in the afternoon when you're trying to get work done. So I think a whole lot of the work life balance now has a big effect of how you're going to balance your energies during the day. You know, when you're waking up, well, for me also, you wake up, you you find out what's the best time when you are focused and you're less distracted, and that's the time when you do your work. And then when you are don't have so many constraints, and there's a lot of other things happen that's going to be happening, like you say, in the afternoon as the day goes along, things could pop up. You know you've gotten your work done, and you are less stressed because you got most of your work is done, and you're not in such time constraints, schedule constraints later on in the afternoon sometimes. But that is a very important when you got to realize what your energy level is and where you're most active and where you're most focused, as opposed to when your mind is fuzzy and you just can't put that same effort in there. And that's a good time when each individual needs to know themselves on that part. Some people go work early in the morning, some is late at night. Those are the things you have to work for yourself. Now, while work life balance is important, minimize those health problems. When you're stressing all the time about getting things done, or like you say, when you have your kids and you got to cook dinner, you got to pick them up and
Yeah,
take them here and take them there, and you're stressing about getting that project done, it's not good for your health. It's not good for
yeah,
your health.
and also I stress because I know that I have to take care of my health. I
Hmm.
want, I would like to go and swim, uh, and I have to find um, a moment in my day to say, okay, I have to go to swim. But go to swim is 2 hours because you have half an hour drive to go there, and to
Right.
I want to stay there 1 hour and
Hmm.
half an hour to come back. And so 2 hours in a day in which you want to do more a lot, you have to
Hmm.
decide it and to be strong. Say, I keep you have to make it as the same importance, because if I don't, my the temptation is to say, oh, if I don't go, it's not a problem, because the emergency, my task about this, about that, are more important than but no, it's not more important. It should be like that, I
Right.
should
Right.
put my health before. So
Right. Right.
there is a technique that was given by what's his name? It's Donna Fox, for from Groove CM
Hmm.
community,
Hmm.
provided a course inside the Fast Marketing Lab um, program, and she said something. She explained all a technique about how to deal with all these responsibilities we have, because we have lots of responsibilities. We are not only one person, we are several persons that
Many
have,
hats.
yeah,
Many
and
hats.
many hats. And
Hmm.
the problem is you cannot wear all these hats at the same time. You
Right.
have to decide.
Right.
And she gave a technique, and its techniques, she named a technique avatar method. And this avatar method is, say, the first thing she do on morning is asking yourself which one of these avatars. I have to select few of them because I cannot
Be one for the day.
yeah, I cannot ask them to together in my body at the
Right.
same time. So I have to get together a few of them, not all of them. So
Hmm.
I so on the morning she has to this she says she had to decide what I want to be, not what I want to do, but who I want to be. and
Mm.
and it changed. She explains that it changed everything, because when you brings this avatar into your empty body, you bring this avatar with the energy of this avatar. I mean, the will of this avatar, the goals of this avatar. It changed everything, because if we want to embrace all these roles, all these responsibilities, and so that means all these goals, it's not possible to have all these goals at the same time in the
Right.
same body, because a mind have to be um, oriented towards something. If we have this direction, this other one, so it's annihilate the process of the energy. You cannot have the energy you need. So uh, she explained that not only on the morning she decide, so she made a schedule. She said, okay, this time at this time I want to be this person. Not
Hmm.
I have to do this, I have to, no, I want to be this person. And from this time to this time, I want to be this person, the
Right.
perfect dad.
Hmm.
This time, I want to be the perfect husband. It's another character, another
Right.
avatar. So
Right.
if you decide that, when the alarm, when the schedule arrive, okay, no, I have to be the perfect dad. I'm not. I know that in my schedule, I cannot be the perfect professional I want to be. So
Hmm.
this time is up. I know that this character, this avatar, will come back at 10 p.m. when I will be when I if I decide to work 2 hours till midnight.
Hmm.
So, but and the fact to decide from this time to this time, I decide to be this avatar, to endorse these responsibilities and these objectives, this M, uh, that she explained that it changed everything. And I admit that I experimented that. I tried to do that, and each time I did that, it changed everything, because you say you are really fully present in the will, in the objective of the avatar you decide to bring inside your empty body.
Right. You are going the day with purpose. I say you're going with purpose.
I was looking for, I was finding the words. It's a purpose. Yeah, it's
You're going
purpose.
today with
Yeah,
purpose. You're choosing your purpose at whatever time of the day of what you're going to be. And that's the difference. That's what has changed over these years. It's not just productivity, it's purpose. We're working, we're being motivated, and your energies are up because you have a purpose. You have something you're trying to do and get done.
it
And
changed
this
everything. It
it
changed everything.
it changes everything.
Because if I don't do that, I consider the fact to be with my kids, to help them to dress on morning, as
Mhm.
a task, uh, with no deep. I mean, you understand? I mean, it's a profound moment. I mean,
Mhm.
we don't have lots of moments with our kids, and
No.
this kind of moments can be considered as something. I just have to
Right.
drive them. I have to, but if I decide to say, okay, I will use this moment to speak with him, to say, oh, what do you want, what you will do today at school, do you know
Mhm.
what you will do? Oh, okay. Um, uh, and to be more available to listen what he said to me, because sometimes he says something to me, say, oh, okay.
Yeah, be more
uh,
mindful. Be more mindful and engaged.
yeah, because I was thinking about something about my professional issues, and my kids say, "Oh, did you see my last drawing?" I say,
Yeah.
"Oh, yeah," but I'm not enough available to welcome this thing. I mean, oh, what
Right.
a beautiful drawing!
Right.
And let's have a 30 seconds, 1 minute discussion about your drawing. If I don't decide to be the perfect dad, this
Mhm.
character, this
Mhm.
avatar,
Mhm.
I miss that. So I have to. What Donna explains is you have to transform your to-do list into a to-be list, and
Right.
so that's a tip.
That's a good one too. And not only your kids, but any other person that you're engaging with, they could tell when you're not connected, when you're not actively listening, when you're not, present, when
Yeah,
you're not present at the time. So, Michael, some better things, some better ways to create a great work-life balance. I have. Number one, accept that first of all, there is no perfect work-life balance. There's not a perfect one.
no,
Okay. We have to work on what works for you. Set boundaries and work hours. Three, set goals and priorities and stick to them. Stick to those. Prioritize your health because if you don't have your health, you don't have anything else at all, really. And don't be afraid to unplug. Close the computer, shut it down, take out the earbuds, and get back with nature. And take a vacation every once in a while. We all need to decompress and go somewhere different, a different scene, see some new people. I used to fly used to be a flight attendant. Loved it because it was new people all the time. New crew, new people. Loved it. Didn't see the same people twice. It was great. And lastly, make time for yourself and your loved ones. Like you're saying with your kids, it is very important, especially when you have kids and when you have employees and partners, and um, to have connection with them, real
Mm.
connection and engagement with them. So I used, oh my gosh, a whole lot of stuff I used to do. I used to do sales with a cosmetic company, and the the lady who ran it, which is Mary Kay, she's famous, and she would say, make the person feels like they're the only ones in the room.
Yeah.
When you're talking to them, make them feel like they're the only ones in the room, and that's it. And you can get a whole lot across, because a lot of people, they want to be recognized. So those are a lot of some tips for your work-life balance, to have your work, but also have your personal life, and I have found a good definition for a work-life balance that I wanted to share with you, or share with the community today. And it's just, work-life balance involves the minimization of work-related stress and establishing of a stable and sustainable way to work while maintaining health and general well-being. So when you have all those things under your belt, and when you have all those things, the connections, a time to work and focus and work, and then to make relationships or build relationships with other people, your family and things, that's a good mesh. That's a good mesh.
And we are living in a moment where we could consider that we need to spend time on things. Yeah, we have to spend time on things. But
Mhm.
if you combine time and attention, you need more time to do the same task,
Mhm.
because sometimes we say, okay, I have to do this, but we don't put enough attention to optimize the time and to
Mm,
minimize the time. So if you put
mm,
attention and time at the same time, you obtain um, a very efficient uh, um, moment.
right.
It will permit you to remember better what you have to remember, because you're
Mhm.
more focused, you have
Right.
more intention of what you do, and you will be able to be more efficient on operational tasks. I mean, I just realized a few weeks ago that most of things uh, that needed time, I thought that I needed so much time to do this task, but I can do this task in only 5 minutes if I'm really focused, if I'm
Focus.
really dedicated on,
Right.
okay, as a challenge. And I explained the last time different techniques, and
Mhm.
you have the Pomodoro techniques. That means you say, I have to do this in 20
Mhm.
minutes, but you have to decide to put that 5 minute Pomodoro technique.
Mhm.
And you say, if I, you can give you that as a challenge. I am able to do that in 5 minutes.
Mhm.
Oh, interesting. I will try. Oh no, I'm not. Uh, I have to be more focused next time to be able to
Mhm.
do that in 5.
Mhm.
So maybe let's do that difficulties. Let's use these difficulties as an opportunity, as I said, because it's an opportunity. We are in a moment that it's a test. It's a giant test.
Mhm.
People will be able to have this balance between work and professional life and personal life, will be able to succeed in long term. And
Mhm.
people who won't be able to do that will have uh, you know burnouts and things like that, because
Right.
they won't be able to handle this pressure and this all this. So you have to decide, I don't want to be this kind of person doing burnouts anymore. No
Right.
burnouts.
Right. And we're giving you a few tips to keep from burning out. So take heed to the tips that we have discussed today, and get your life, your work, your personal and professional life in sync together. You know, and before also I want to go, I was reading a book. Actually, I was reading a book, Jeff Gitomer book, um, read book 12 Keys to Selling, something along that line. But he said that your spiritual, emotional, and physical health is key to your success. Plan the time to where your personal goals are synergized with your work goals. And that makes a great, um, when you're able to do that, you'll be on your way of being balanced that way. Well, Michael, that's all I have this
Yeah, we
morning,
spent 40 minutes.
this
We
afternoon now.
Yeah, and I would like to thank Peter that joined us and said hashtag live. So thank you for being live. We had no question, we have no comments yet, but I'm sure people who will attend in the replay will ask lots of questions. Even if you are in live, you can also comment, and we will answer it after this talk show. And we have to finish, and we would like to finish to give you two opportunities. The first one is to get the GrooveAsia software, because we are directors in GrooveAsia, so we have to talk about the GrooveAsia software. And this GrooveAsia software is amazing, don't you think, Karen? This
I
GrooveAsia,
do. I do.
and what this GrooveAsia software uh, does is to give you all the features, all the applications that are necessary to handle business online. If you work on your own, you know that you have to optimize your time, and a good tool can permit you to have a
Yes.
better work-life balance
Right.
and
Right.
to be more focused on what you have to do. And what you have to do is to create a website, to create a blog, to have a content marketing strategy, to have um, a process that will permit people to buy your services and products, and
Hmm.
with automations, that features that can permit you to have serenity. So GrooveAsia software is free. It's free. It's
Yes. Yes.
amazing. It's free, and you can handle one project with one blog with all this the process. Also a boutique. You can handle a store. Uh, and it's free. Of course, if you want to have more projects and more websites and more blogs and more what else, webinars, things like that, you will probably decide to get the pro subscription, the pro plan. But if you don't know GrooveAsia yet, the best way to test it, no credit card necessary. So you have to go there and to grab your free account. I don't know if they will continue to provide these free accounts, but right now you can get it. And this is the opportunity. So please go to grooveasia.cm, and you have this button, to sign up button, sign up and sign in. After, you can test it, use it. No credit card necessary to sign in. So it's amazing. So I really want you, if you don't know GrooveAsia, go grooveasia.cm, not com, but cm. That means customer
Customer matters.
matters.
Customer
uh,
matters.
yeah, and you and we are here. I mean, her role as a director and as mentors is to help entrepreneurs to get the to know or to use the software. So please feel free to contact us if you have a question about the software. And the
Yes.
second opportunity, I would like you, Karen, to present it. It's about you need tools, but you only need skills that are not linked with the tools, but it's more linked with the mindset, and we can say soft skills. So can you
Soft
explain,
skills.
Karen, what this opportunity with Summit is?
Right. But before, when you go, get your GrooveAsia account, please go to grooveasia.cm/social so you can get in contact with us and contact us in all of our, via part of all of our social media platforms. Now, like you said, to deal with your mindset and to get that straight, we have Summit, Groove Summit. and that's what we work with. As we say, that is a platform that has A-list speakers on it. It does a lot of training that we have on there. And you can right now for just $25, you can get an annual membership. And we have 10 live speakers that have multi-day workshops. The last one was a 3-day workshop of 4 hours each on how to set up our virtual studio. That's
It
what
was
Don.
amazing.
It
It was
was.
amazing.
It really was.
Yeah.
So my studio's gonna get set up. I'm so excited about it.
And
Well,
you can get it with the VIP subscription for you
right.
can.
In order to do that, you go to summitasia.com/VIP and get it because we don't know how long it's going to be for $25. That is a steal.
Yeah, yeah, it's amazing. It's insane. As Shingyu, our director, say, it's insane because you will have a whole year uh, access to workshop as this one. Cameron just spoke to you. I mean, 3 days for 4 hours every day, so 12 hours. It was
12 hours.
12 hours. I
12
think it
hours.
was 12 hours.
12
12
hours.
hours workshop, and you
Mhm.
will have a dozen of this workshop during the whole year, and maybe more, and with
Right.
and everything stored in a memberships website. You will be able to find all the replays of these workshops. So even if you miss one, you can. So it's an amazing value. It's a great
Right.
opportunity. Don't miss this opportunity. It's
Right.
not a joke. This opportunity will disappear in few weeks.
Right.
Yeah.
And you have exclusive membership into the Summit Mountaineers VIP community also.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, with a
Community.
Facebook group with people helping each other and greetings, and it's a good way to meet entrepreneurs all over the world.
Right. So before we go, I do want to thank so much of anyone, Queen Bees, who's behind the scenes, making
Yeah,
sure that the show runs smoothly and putting the comments up for us. We do appreciate you, Annie. We did not forget you at all.
no, Annie is amazing. She's a director in Groove Summit community, and she's really dedicated in the success of not only the community but each entrepreneur. If you have the opportunity to get contact with Annie K. Wong, I really encourage you to contact her. She's also a great coach. If you want to have a good balance on work life balance, and also in nutrition, she's really good in this topic. So please don't hesitate to contact her. And thank you, Annie, for being with us live, and also to Peter, and also to John. No message from them, but only hashtag live. If you see that in replay, please write hashtag replay. And next session is not defined in the topic yet, but we will come back to you with another topic connected to entrepreneurship, operational topic, or mindset topic. And we will be with you again for the next month. So I'm really happy to be with you, Karen, on these Fridays for
Me too.
GrooveAsia Leaders Unite. If you if you are watching us right now, that means that you are a true entrepreneur, because you spent 50 minutes with us talking about work, professional and personal balance. So thank you very much to be with us, and please join us on the links we sent to you. And
Yes.
maybe a last word, Karen, you want to share?
I just want to say have a great rest of your day. Thank you, Michael, for being co-hosting with me. And everyone else who showed up, we really appreciate you. And you have a wonderful day.
Yeah, and for me, it will be holidays right now, because I decided I stop all the notifications, and it's weekend because in France, it's a special week in which we have a day off. Everybody had a day off yesterday, and so people decided to most of people decide to take a
Oh, weekend.
vacation, a long
Right,
vacation
right,
around
right.
before this weekend. So for me, it's the weekend begins right now, and it's 6:20 a.m. in France. So I'm really happy to have this whole day, and I have a swimming pool just right there. It's not mine; it's my father's one, but I will go and swim right now.
All right.
So thank you very much, everybody, and take care, and see you
Right.
next time. See
Bye
you next time.
bye.
Bye bye.